OTT platforms witnessing a significant surge in subscriber count. We all know that. How many of you have binge watched some web series or other, right? So the rise of these platforms has also opened up new vistas of opportunities. Today's conference will be holding in-depth discussions on consumer trends that will lead the way for OTT in India, content that India is watching and why, creativity that works, behind the scenes of streaming, and much more. So I'm sure all of you are excited for this because we at Exchange for Media Group are really excited to put this summit forward for all of you. The conference will be followed by E4M Play Awards 2020, honoring excellence in the on-demand video and audio space. Really well, and I really want to urge all of you to keep tweeting because this is our first edition of E4M Play Conference where we definitely want to know your OTT platforms, favorite ones, your favorite shows, because as you know, after the summit, we have the awards as well. But before we move forward into the summit, I would like to once again thank our partners and showcase their audiovisual. Very warm welcome to all of you to E4M Play Conference 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, OTT platforms has grown leaps and bounds in the last few years. As Dr. Batra rightly said, it has become the first screen for all of us. And there was a study that said that OTT platforms revenue or the industry by itself was estimated at $35 billion in 2019. And we can only imagine in 2020 how much of that consumption and this industry has grown. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to move right into the summit because we have some amazing panel discussions lined up for all of you. Interesting. She's also the writer and director for the TV show, which I definitely remember and loved, which is Hip Hip Hooray. She's also the director of one of the most watched Amazon original web series, 4 More Shots Please, Season 2. We have another panelist with us, Sandeep Modi, who is the co-creator and co-director of this new series, which I have binge watched during the lockdown for sure, which is Arya. He's also directed the Marathi film Chumpa. He's also an ad filmmaker and has won a national award in 2015. And steering this amazing panel is our moderator, Ashwin Padmanabhan, President Partnerships and Trading at Group M and Motion Content Group. He's an experienced business leader in the broadcast media industry since the last 2 decades. So firstly, a very warm welcome to all of you. We are so excited to hear this conversation. So Ashwin, would leave the screen for you now.
Thank you, Khyati.
We just quickly had one question from Avni Saxena, who just dropped in. She said, your thoughts on mentorship in this industry and creating a larger community?
I think mentorship is very important. I think all of us have been mentored in some way or the other by someone who has, you know, I assisted a filmmaker called Ketan Mehta for 3.5 years, and I really consider him my filmmaking school and, you know, and my mentor. I learned everything from him. And then I try to do the same for my assistants and whoever comes to work with me and sort of just make that a larger sort of space. You know, we don't turn people away. That's all that I can say. And I think Sandeep and Alankita have had their share of mentors as well. And I think it's very, very wonderful to have one in your life who is there for you to jam with and to sort of, you know, help you create, and you find your inner voice in a sense, who helps you find that. It's very important. You know, mentorship is very important in every industry and ours as well.
Right. So I think we're going to wrap this up. Ashwin, thank you for steering this conversation. But before I let all of you go, there are some of these favorite web series that have come up from all of you. And there are a lot of compliments that have come in the chat box and also questions about either there's going to be a sequel, will we get to know what the characters become, what is going to happen to the stories. If you have one take on, if you're working on something that we can watch or look out for in the future. If you'd like to say that.
Okay, I'll go in first. I think I already see Abhishek Rege from Endemol and Tarun already here for the next session, but just a shout out to both of them. Abhishek will concur that Ram and team and Hotstar and Endemol are working on the future seasons of Arya 2. So it's in the works. Mehnat lagegi, as Alankita said, a lot of hours will be spent before something fruitful happens with that. Hello, Abhishek.
Hi guys. Yeah, I
Hello,
mean,
Abhishek.
Hi,
hey
Abhishek.
Alankata, hi Nupur. So
Hi.
I'm glad there's so many faces we are working together with on. But yes, that's the new norm. I mean, there's a lot of effort, but we have to keep partnering across the board as well. I think that's the way for the future. So looking forward.
There is a season 3 of Four More Shots Please happening, but I am not directing it. I needed to move on to a new challenge because I'm not a creator, right? So I don't have that, that responsibility on me to take the characters further. So I'm moving on to a new challenge, but there's definitely a season 3.
All right. Alankrita ma'am.
Well, my lips are sealed about Made in Heaven. I can't say anything about that. But yeah, my film is releasing on Netflix called Dolly Kitty or Wo Chamakte Sitare in September. And I have a show which I've done with Abhishek Rege right here called Bombay Begums, which is going to be out a little later. The date will be announced as a movie. So do watch.
And we are talking about mentors, and I can see my mentor out there on the screen right there.
Hello, Tarun.
Hi, Tarun.
Hi, Nupur. Hi, I'm Ashwin. Good to see you guys.
Hi, Tarun.
Hi, Sandeep.
So with that, thank you so much, Ashwin, once again, and Nupur, Alankrita, and Sandeep. Thank you so much for bringing your thoughts to the table. It was a really interesting and intriguing conversation that we've had. And as viewers, we all are waiting for your next big projects coming out. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
you.
Ashwin. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye.
A whole day of interesting conversation is lined up for you. Do not forget to keep tweeting using our hashtag E4Mplay. And as you know, our next big speakers are already on the screen, so I'm not going to take much of your time. Quickly jumping into the topic, which is over-the-top strategy for binge Indians. And we have with us ready to start this very, very interesting panel discussion. I'm sure all of you are waiting for it as we are. We're going to talk about behind the scenes of streaming. And as you can see, we have already with us Mr. Sudhir Mishra. He doesn't need any introduction, but let me just revive all that we know about him and all that we appreciate and applaud him for. He's a film director and screenwriter known for directing films including Hazaro Khwaishe Aisi, Dharavi, Chameli, and in his 30-year career span, he has won 3 national awards from the President of India. He has recently directed the thriller web series that we all love, Hostages. A very warm welcome to you, sir. In this panel discussion, we have with us Karan Anshuman, who is a director and screenwriter of Mirzapur and Bangistan. He is also the creator and director of Emmy-nominated drama film Inside Edge. A very warm welcome to you too. We also have with us Rasika Dugal, known for her roles in several Bollywood movies. We have recently seen her in Mirzapur, Out of Love. I know everyone has been talking about Made in Heaven. You've seen her there as well. Delhi Crime and Humorously Yours. A very warm welcome to you too. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have with us Shreya Pilgaonkar, who is an Indian film actor, as we all know, for her well-known part in successful web series like Mirzapur, Gurinder Chaddha's British TV drama Beecham House, and the film Fan. She will be next seen this is something that has been shot from home, as I'm told. It's a lockdown thriller series, The Gone Game, action series Crackdown, and also a trilingual film, Hathi Mere Sathi, with Rana Dugabati and Anubhav Sinha's film Abhi To Party Shuru Hui Hai. So excited for these upcoming projects for Shreya. Also, we have with us Anupriya Goenka, who's an actress, a dynamic performer who has made her own space in the world of cinema with her distinct film choices. She has starred in one of our favorite web series. We all know her from Sacred Games, right? And also Tiger Zinda Hai, War, Padmavat, The Final Call, Abhay, Criminal Justice, and Asur. And steering this very interesting conversation, we have with us our session chair, who is Frezad Palia, Head Woot Select Youth and Entertainment, English Entertainment Viacom 18 channel, a seasoned media and entertainment advertising leader with an experience of over 2 decades. I don't see Frezad here yet, but Frezad, all right, I see Frezad now. Brilliant. Hello, so Frezad, I'm gonna leave the screen to you because we all are super excited. We might just jump from our seats. So why don't you steer the conversation forward?
Yeah, thanks, Khyati, and thanks everyone for joining in. It's so gonna have to leave it over there. Thank you guys very much. Would have loved to stay and talk a lot more. But thank you for an amazing session, and always good to see you guys. Back to you, Khyati.
Great to see everyone here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Ladies, I would love for you to just go through the chat because a lot of compliments coming your way. Thank you, Karan, Sudhir sir, Farzad, for this very, very interesting conversation. It was wonderful having all of you here. Thank you for your time and your insights. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Bye.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the first ever E4M Media Streaming Conference, E4M Play 2020. But do not go anywhere because we have the grand E4M Play Awards coming right after this. Moving to the very exciting ceremony of E4M Play Awards. I hope all of you are ready with your applause and sending out a lot of love to all these amazing producers, content creators, actors, and directors, and all those marketing people who've brought us some amazing content through the last year. In just a few seconds before that, let me see all those who are here with us. Tell me which have been your favorite web series, content creators, directors, producers, actors, all that you've seen during this lockdown. Just quickly type in their names, the web series names, let us know or tweet to us. We would love to know how do you feel about these amazing content creators. All right, I already see some responses coming in. Asur being one of them. Mine was Arya that I watched with my mom during the lockdown. I would love to hear from all of you. And ladies and gentlemen, it is the first edition of the E4M Play Awards, the Media Streaming Awards, happening for the very first time. And we couldn't do it in the physical format, but we should not let or hesitate at all in giving our love and appreciation to all these amazing creators out there. So the awards will happen virtually right here on the format of audiovisual, but we would love for you to send out your best wishes on tweets, tagging those people, tagging those brands, tagging those shows, tagging actors, and letting them know how much you appreciate it. Because without that entertainment, I think our lockdown would have been really, really boring. And I can see so many of your responses, and I love it that I have some of those match my interest as well. So I'm just going to quickly see that. So there are people saying Breathe, Illegal, Asur, Patal Lok, Andekhi. Also somebody mentioned Charge Up India, Mirzapur, of course, and Never Have I Ever. So actually, because now that the world has opened up and we can see content from across the globe, but here in E4M Play Awards, we're going to reward and recognize those Indians who have brought in such amazing content on OTT platforms. So ladies and gentlemen, E4M Play Awards are honoring excellence in on-demand video and audio content. The first edition itself is offering content studios, advertising agencies to production houses and brands, and also actors to showcase their best work. To know more about these awards, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this introductory AV so that you know how many entries did we get, what are the kind of categories, and everything that you need to know about E4M Play Awards. So let's quickly look at the audiovisual. Before we move on to telling you who are the winners, here is what I want all of you to do. I'm sure all of you know to play fastest finger first, right? You've seen that during KBC, that you have to type in your answer before the winner is announced, right? So that's what we're going to do together, because when we play the audiovisual, you will see the nominations in each of these categories. Check out the nominations, look for your favorites, and type in that answer super quick. So I'm Khyati, and I am with all of you, and I hope all of you are going to do this with me. So right now, to just check your responses, let's see. How many of you have watched more than 3 web series during the lockdown? Just say yes, give me a hands up, give a thumbs up, because I have seen at least 8. Guilt, pleasure, right? So yes, me, I can see a lot of responses. Okay, so you know this is how it's gonna work. Okay, we're gonna have the nominations putting up for all of you, and then type in your favorite show or the favorite campaign that you think is going to win in that category. I'm gonna keep coming in between the award announcements, but some of them you're gonna have to do it yourself. So I hope all of you are ready and excited, because I am, and the entire team who's put up this show is definitely very excited to showcase who are the E4M Play Award winners. So ladies and gentlemen, moving forward to our next few categories, which is best use of memes and emojis by a brand or platform. I know I have loved these kind of campaigns a lot. So I'm going to vouch for and hope for my favorites to win. I hope you will do the same. Also, the next category we are going to look at is best use of gamification. Once again, I'd like to congratulate all the winners. Do give them your love and applause. They truly, truly deserve it. And as Raksha Bandhan is coming around the corner, you will be able to see, I'm sure, a lot of our favorite brands churning out some great content as well. Moving forward towards now, something that has emerged as the new platform or as the new broadcasting media that all of us have started loving is the podcast. So we're going to look at the best podcast. Also, the next category we are going to look at is the best viral video, best music video, best content studio. There were some of my favorites out there. And I want to actually confess to all of you, लॉकडाउन में अच्छा कंटेंट देखने के लिए आई इवन मूव्ड टू रीजनल कंटेंट जो लैंग्वेजेस मुझे नहीं भी आती थी, मैंने सबटाइटल्स के साथ उन्हें देखी थी. सो आई वांट टू नो फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू, लेट्स कीप दिस एंगेजिंग. डिड यू वॉच एनी कंटेंट which was not your first or second language? जो लैंग्वेज आपको आती भी नहीं थी, आपने कोई कंटेंट उन लैंग्वेजेस में देखा या नहीं? Just give your responses. Let's keep this engaging and fun. And let's not forget to celebrate all these winners. It's been a pleasure being the host to the first ever E4M Play Conference and Awards 2020. I hope all of you enjoyed this day as much as we did in putting this up for you. So thank you so much, everyone. Stay safe, stay happy, and don't forget to stay healthy. This is me, Khyati Kava, your host, signing off. Thank you very much.